guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video is going to be another what I eat in a day on Slimming World video. I was just going to wake up and have fruit and yogurt with honey for breakfast again, but then I realised that you've seen that in the last couple of videos, so I'm going to make some breakfast wraps. So I've chucked 2 of the Linda McCartney rosemary and red onion sausages in the oven. They're actually a free food, and then when they're cooked I'm going to use one of the Weight Watchers wraps, which is a healthy extra B, maybe some egg, mushrooms, tomatoes and beans in there, and just sort of make a sin-free breakfast wrap. So I'm gonna go and make a cup of coffee now whilst I wait for the sausages to cook, and then I'll show you guys when I'm gonna make the wraps. So here is my black coffee. I've also just filled this with water just because I'm trying to drink more. If you watch my New Year's goals video, you'll know that's one of my goals, to drink more water. So I keep filling this up now just to make sure that I know if I've had at least 3 or 4 of these, then I've drank plenty of water. And then here's my coffee. Like usual, I just have coffee, no milk, with 1 sweetener, so this is sin-free. And yeah, I'm still just waiting for my sausages to cook, and then I'll show you me making the wraps. Just frying off some mushrooms and plum tomatoes in some of this fry light, which is sin-free. Mushrooms and tomatoes are both speed foods. And then also going to be using some spinach in there for a bit of speed, some eggs just for protein, a little bit of cheese for a healthy extra A. These are the sausages that I've used if anyone's interested, and then these are the wraps, which are a healthy extra B. So here's my finished wrap. Obviously the last thing for you to do is just wrap it up. I have also added 10 grams of the, let me just get it, the Pilgrim's Choice mature lighter cheese for part of a healthy extra A. Like I said, I've got spinach for speed, tomatoes for speed, mushrooms for speed, all fried in fry light except for the spinach. I've got an egg fried in fry light, 2 of the Linda McCartney rosemary and red onion sausages, which are sin-free, and I'm not sure if I mentioned them, but I've got some mushrooms under there as well. So like I said, I'm just gonna wrap this up now into a wrap, and that is my breakfast. But I did just forget to mention that you can in fact have 40 grams of the cheese that I showed you, and I've only used 10 grams, so I've only used a quarter of my healthy extra A so far on my breakfast. So I'm just going to go and eat that now and enjoy my coffee as well. So it's a Sunday morning and I've got nothing to do, and I'm really craving some chocolate. Haven't even had lunch yet, but who cares? So I'm just going to have this curly whirly. As you can see, I started opening it, but this is actually only 3 syns, which is incredible. So I'm going to have this now, which will put my sin total for the day on 3 syns. For anyone that's interested, this is actually a 14 gram bar, hence it's 3 syns. So the bigger bars are more syns, but obviously just type that in on the app if that's what you're going to have. But for this 14 gram bar, it's only 3 syns. So I'm just going to have this as a snack. And then I might go and have a cup of tea. So here's my lunch. I didn't want to bore you with how I made it because I've shown you this about 100 times for my breakfast before, but I've got Greek yogurt, which is protein, grapes and banana for a free food, apples, strawberries, raspberries and blueberries for speed food, and then I've got a cup of Earl Grey tea here with a little bit of milk, which is part of one of my healthy extra A's, and I've got 1 syn's worth of honey on here, which is 1 teaspoon, and yeah, that's what I'm having for my dinner. So once I've eaten my lunch, that'll put my sin total on 4 syns for the day. Ignore my short stubby fingers, that's hilarious. But yeah, it'll be 4 syns for the day, so I'm not sure if I'll be having a snack or not yet, but I will show you guys if I do. If not, I will see you next time I have something to eat. Pizza top chicken for tea. So the first thing you need to do is fry off onion, garlic and peppers, which are all speed foods, in a little bit of chicken stock, which I'm doing now, and you just do that till it goes soft. And then you add in chopped tomatoes, vine tomatoes and tomato puree, I believe, but I'll show you that in a second. So I'm just going to be serving them with some of the Slimming World free food chips, and then also going to have some cauliflower and some butternut squash for speed, and probably a little bit of spinach as well. I added some chopped tomatoes, tomato puree and the vine tomatoes to this mixture, and I've also fried off my chicken breast just to give them a little bit of colour. So now you need to add this on top of here with some grated cheese for a healthy extra A, and then pop this in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes. So here's our food ready to go in the oven. I've got the cinnamon roll chips, which I showed you before. I've just put some paprika on there with some salt and pepper, just to add a bit of flavour. And then here's the pizza top chicken ready to go in the oven. So these are going to take about 20 minutes. And like I said, I'm also going to be doing, ignore the mess I made, some cauliflower and some butternut squash to go with that. So nice speedy tea with some chips on the side. So here's my tea tonight. Like I said before, I'm having pizza top chicken. Got some cauliflower for speed. I decided against the butternut squash. I've got some of the cinnamon roll chips, which I've seasoned myself, and then I've just popped the chicken on a bed of spinach. So this is speed food for the cauliflower, speed food for the spinach, free food. The chicken is protein. I've used 10 grams of cheese, which is half of my first healthy extra A. I've used the other half of my first healthy extra A for milk and cups of tea throughout the day. And then this has got like tomatoes, peppers, garlic and things for speed food. So it's quite a speedy meal. And yeah, this is sin free. So my sin total for the day is still 4 sins. So I have actually just got back from the gym and I'm just making some Slimming World friendly rice pudding. So it actually takes an hour and a half to cook. You cook it for 1 hour, stir it and then put it in for another half an hour. So it's just on its final half an hour now. It's just dried pudding rice, which is sin free. And then one of my healthy extra A's for milk. I've actually used 600 mils of skimmed milk, but we're half in it, so half of that is going to be one of my healthy extra A's. I've then added a tablespoon of cinnamon, a tablespoon of ground nutmeg, both of which are sin free, and 2 tablespoons of sweetener, which are half a sin each. So the sin total for the rice pudding is going to be half a sin per serving, because it's going to serve 2, one for me, one for Josh, and one of our healthy extra A's. So I'm hoping it's going to be really nice, because this is going to be my new go-to pudding if it is, because half a sin, I don't mind saving half a sin on an evening for some rice pudding. But yeah, I'm going to have that now. I'm not sure if I might add a little bit of honey, so like maybe one teaspoon of honey for a sin, and then just mix that in. And I might put some fruit in it. It just depends how it tastes first, but yeah, it's going to be ready in. Okay, it's not going to be ready for another 23 minutes, so I might go have a shower and then come downstairs when it's going to be ready. So this is what my finished rice pudding is looking like. Like I said before, it is half a sin. I've also added 1 sin's worth of honey, which is a teaspoon. And yeah, I'm going to go taste this now. Hopefully it tastes nice. It is quite a lot thicker than I expected, but I'm going to give it a go and hopefully I enjoy it so I can have it more often. So you can probably tell I'm in my pyjamas and ready to go to bed. So I've just had the rice pudding and honestly, I wasn't the biggest fan. Like, it went really thick, so I think it needed less time than the recipe stated. So I think next time if I make it again, I'm going to take it out after the first hour, whereas the recipe said to take it out after an hour, stir it and put it back in for another half an hour. But I think it just made it too thick, so I'm going to maybe try it again but put it in for less time and hopefully it's a bit nicer. But yeah, it was just, the texture was off, so it made it not that great, but it's not too bad if you want a low sin rice pudding. But anyway, my sin total for the day is still 4.5 sins. I'm just drinking some more water out of my beaker, bottle, whatever this is. And I'm probably going to head to bed soon. So that's everything I'm going to be eating for the day. Hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye.